Hey guys, how's it going? So a lot of you by now have probably seen or heard Meryl Streep's speech at the Golden Globes when she was attacking Donald Trump. Now, she claims to be a humanist, but when you look at all the things she said in the past, it's quite clear that she's actually a feminist and she's attacked men on countless occasions. Now, I couldn't help but realize that a lot of the points in her speech were very hypocritical when you factor in all these things she said in the past. Anyways, I'm going to play this video. It's of Kellyanne Conway discussing this recent incident at the Golden Globes, but let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this whole thing.
Well, last night the Golden Globes out in Hollywood, the first big red carpet event since Donald Trump, your new boss.
That was quite the red carpet event.
No kidding.
November 8th.
It was pretty much a basher fun, for the most part. The real red. How'd you enjoy watching
That was a repudiation of the liberal agenda. Election night or last night?
No, I know you enjoyed election night.
I enjoyed watching the Giants lose last night, sorry.
Oh, so you didn't watch the Golden Globes?
Eagles fan.
So you missed Meryl Streep.
I didn't miss Meryl Streep. It lives live.
For folks that did miss it, let's listen to what she said last night and talk about it.
All of us in this room really belong to the most vilified segments in American society right now. Think about it. Hollywood, foreigners, and the press. So Hollywood is crawling with outsiders and foreigners. And if we kick them all out, you'll have nothing to watch but football and mixed martial arts, which are not the arts. But there was one performance this year that stunned me. It was that moment when the person asking to sit in the most respected seat in our country imitated a disabled reporter. This brings me to the press. We need the principled press to hold power to account, to call them on the carpet for every outrage. Because we're going to need them going forward, and they'll need us to safeguard the truth.
So, the press out there, hold his feet to the fire. Plus, your boss has been tweeting this morning.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the three panels. First up, Donald Trump wrote this.
He wrote this morning. He said, Meryl Streep, one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood, doesn't know me, but attacked last night at the Golden Globes. She is went on to say, Hillary flunky who lost big for the 100th time. I never mocked a disabled reporter, would never do that, but simply showed him groveling when he totally changed a 16-year-old story that he had written in order to make me look bad. Just more very dishonest media.
All right, Kellyanne, what's your reaction?
Well, my initial reaction is I'm glad that Meryl Streep has such a passion for the disabled, because I didn't hear her weigh in, and I didn't hear her even use her platform last night, Ainsley, to give a shout out to the mentally challenged boy who last week was tortured live on Facebook for half an hour by 4 young African-American adults who were screaming racial and anti-Trump expletives and forcing him to put his head in toilet water. So I'd like to hear from her today. If she wants to come and continue her platform on behalf of the disabled. And Donald Trump is absolutely right. He has debunked this so many times. She sounds like 2014. The election is over. She lost, and he's absolutely right about something else too, which is everybody in that audience, with very few exceptions, was of a single myopic mind as to how they wanted the election to go and how they expected the election to go. They lost, and I really wish she would have stood up last night and said, look, I didn't like the election results, but he's our president, and we're going to support him. But this is Hollywood. I think where there is self-pity, a lot more self-awareness would do them some charm. I'm talking about how vilified poor Hollywood is in their gazillion-dollar gowns. Can I borrow a couple of those for the inaugural?
Alright, so let me know what you think about that, but here's another video of Bill Burr addressing Meryl Streep's blatant sexism.
He's interviewing Meryl Streep. All right? The great Meryl Streep, and they're going through all her old friggin' life and all the movies and all the different characters that she's played. So right off the bat, it's already bugging me. But I know Nia hates when I talk to the TV, right? So, I keep my big fucking yap shut. And they start talking about Meryl Streep, going through the whole thing. And then the old guy there, smelling of, prescription meds, goes, whenever they talk about the roles you play, they always say, you play independent-minded women, very strong women. And Meryl goes, I know, that's what they say. When a guy, they never say to a guy, oh, you're playing a strong-willed character, yada, yada, yada. I let that go, whatever, no biggie. I'll take that. It's probably true. What the fuck do I know? I'm not a woman, right? But then they show her after she played Margaret Thatcher, and she's given a speech to a bunch of young girls, and she's trying to inspire them. And she takes a quote from Margaret Thatcher, and it was something along the lines of, if you want a bunch of people to stand around talking about doing something, you got to talk to men. But if you want it to actually get done, you got to get a woman. And then all the chicks go, woo, like flipping out, right? So I laugh, and I'm like, yay, reverse sexism, right? Just seeing, my whole fucking theory, how everybody is just a piece of shit. You just don't have the power to act out what the fuck you want to do. Because that right there, if you flip that around as a guy, if you're running for president, it's fucking over. You can't be like, let me tell you, and I'll tell you what, after I get you jobs, and after I fix this economy, okay, and I'm the man to do it, because I'll tell you right now, if you're looking for someone to stand around and talk about doing something, you get a woman. You want to get it done, you got to get a man. Here are my nuts, right here on the podium. Vote for me November 4th. Go fuck yourself, right? You did that, your presidential campaign's over. She does it. It's fucking adorable. And it's just as fucking ignorant. You know what I mean? What the fuck do you get off saying that we stand around and do nothing, Meryl Streep?